let's have a real conversation for a second, shall we? Have you ever noticed that starting something new today doesn't feel like 1997? You know, where you'd walk into Radio Shack, you bought something, you plugged it in, and boom, it just worked. You know, starting something today, especially something online, it feels like stepping into 1,000 aisles all at once. You know, everybody preaches different paths. Everybody promises the new, better thing. And most people don't stop because they lack desire. They stop because they got stuck choosing where to even begin. Now, that's the real killer today. Not skill. It's decision fatigue. You know, most people don't burn out from doing the work. They burn out from figuring out what work to do. Before they ever get a chance to succeed, they mentally quit. And that's a tragedy. Because most Gen Xers, we were raised to finish what we started, right? We were raised to take pride in doing a job well. We were raised to have value, consistency, not hopping around like a pinball machine. But today's world, this whole AI era, it's packed with so many moving parts. You know, you can learn for like 3 hours and end up more confused than when you started. Not because you're too old for this, but because you've been given 87 options and 0 direction. You know, this is where people freeze. You know where this shows up the most? 70 tabs open, 10 YouTube playlists started, you know, buying courses you never finish, downloading templates you never open. It's not laziness, okay? It's mental overload. Here's the part most online gurus don't say out loud. Most people don't need more information. They need a proven path. And I'll tell you something, the older I get, the more I value simple. Not the cheap kind of simple, the clear kind. Like, do you remember when software came with manuals and you actually read it cover to cover because it made sense? We miss that. And I truly believe that's why so many bright, hardworking people are sitting on the sidelines right now watching everyone else talk about AI, automation, you know, digital income, and they're thinking, I don't even know which lane to pick. Look, the fix isn't learn more. The fix is follow less. Okay? Pick one system, one path, one framework. Preferably a framework that's already been proven. Look, this is where people quietly win. Not the loud ones, the ones who simply stop guessing. I use a pre-built automated system. I work my business 2 hours a day, but my business works 24/7, even when I don't. And that's how you avoid decision fatigue. You eliminate the what to build part entirely. Instead of thinking about what tech to choose, what website to build, what email to write, what funnel to model, you just plug in. You personalize and you focus on the only work that matters. Okay, that's income producing activities. That's the part that gives you momentum. That's the part that gives you confidence. That's the part that makes you feel like you're in control again. Now, here's the final thought that I want to leave you with today. Most people never get the taste of success because they never experience momentum long enough for it to compound. They restart every 2 weeks. They doubt themselves every 10 days. They pick new paths every month. They never stick around long enough to cash in the harvest. Not because they're flaky, but because their brains are exhausted. And if nobody has ever told you this, you don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need a lane that you can commit to. That's how Gen Xers win in this new era. Consistency, clarity, commitment. That's what you already have inside of you. You just needed the right direction. If you're ready to follow one path, go to the link in my bio and click on it. Get your free copy of our 10K and 30-day blueprint. It's the same blueprint that over 56,000 members are using to build their futures right now.